Hi everybody, this is the video for Unit 7. First of all, you may have noticed that we're getting very close to the end of this term. We have this week and next week. As you recall, this is just an 8-week course. So really what we're doing in these last 2 weeks is following up on assignments and really kind of rounding out the course. So for Units 7 and 8, you won't be reading new material, but you will be doing a number of different assignments relevant to what we've been talking about this semester. So this week you've got 2 things you're working on. The first is to revise your resume and cover letter or statement of purpose. I sent you an email about this, so you know, hopefully already, that I've extended the deadline for this for assignment 5 to the end of the week, to Friday. The reason I did that is as I went through your documents and provided feedback, I just saw that I think a lot of you will want to spend a bit of extra time making sure you've responded to all the different things that you want to make sure are in your resume or statement of purpose. So please look at my feedback. I've given you both a checklist of all the different kinds of things you need to think about for those documents, and I've given you some specific items that I think your documents would improve by. I also, as I said in my email, strongly encourage you to go back to the course materials about resumes and cover letters or statements of purpose. What I have in my feedback form all comes from those lectures, readings, PowerPoints, etc. from those 2 units. So, start with my feedback, but, you can always reinforce that and get a better understanding if you go back to the original documents, or sorry, the original course materials. Okay, so that's my advice on that. The new thing we're doing this week is an exercise on networking. Networking is important alongside all the other things we've talked about. And what I mean by networking is really just using social relationships to, again, further your career path. And that can be in terms of learning about options from people who have already done the thing you think you want to do. And it can also be using contacts you have, for example, to find out about jobs or to get a good reference to a job or whatever, right? So the point of the exercise is to encourage you to always be drawing on your social network as you move through the career process, all right? And including right now, as you're getting close to graduating with your bachelor's degree and are thinking about what's next, right? So even at an early stage in your career, you have plenty of social contacts you can draw on that can help you along that path, all right? So what you're going to be doing this week for that networking piece is assignment 6. And what assignment 6 asks you to do is to contact somebody relevant to your career, okay? It can be, for example, a student from your academic program here at NEIU that's already graduated and is already out in the workforce. It could be somebody even a relative or a more senior relative who, again, either does the thing you want to do or at least knows people in that field, etc. Okay? So again, I give you a few options of finding somebody. It can't be somebody you don't know, right? You can go on LinkedIn and find somebody in a field or working for an organization you're interested in and just, email them. So you're going to contact somebody relevant to what you want to do. And then I have some questions that I want you to ask that person. You're basically going to do, a conversation. It's not exactly an interview, but I want you to have a back and forth with this person and ask them for some information and some sort of feedback, right? So part of what you're going to be asking them is what they experienced, right? So that hopefully you can apply that to your own journey, okay? So what you'll do for the assignment is find that person, have a conversation with them, and then write down the answers to these questions that you're going to ask them, okay? So again, it should also be kind of a fun exercise because, you'll have the opportunity to chat with somebody who hopefully knows something about what you're going through or what you're interested in. And hopefully that will help you again in the future as you start to really think about making moves in your career field. Okay, so that's it. Good luck with those 2 assignments this week. If you have any questions, let me know. Take care.